I remember sitting right here about 2 years ago telling you everything that was on my motorcycle. Well, there's been some big changes since then, and I get asked all the time about certain things on a motorcycle. If it's your first time coming to the channel, my name is Tall, and this is YouTube channel Traveling Tall. And today I'm going to be showing you everything that's on my motorcycle. This is my 2019 Harley-Davidson Street Glide, the standard. Most people ask questions about the motor, so we're going to go straight to the motor. That is a Zippers 124 kit. Zippers Performance in Elk Ridge, Maryland. Shout out to everybody at Zippers. 124 cylinders. I have ceramic coated pistons, tops, piston skirts, and ceramic coated heads. Well, my heads are upgraded heads. They're not stage 4, but they're stage 3 heads. I have a Zippers Performance. Well, actually it's a redshift cam, 552 cam. Took out the push rods and put in the adjustable push rods in there. There's a lot of small detail of things that I'm not going to be able to remember, because there's a lot of small things that I'm going to forget. If you see right here, let's look close. That is an HPI throttle body. I got 7.1 injectors, the upgraded oil pump. I had the 2019 upgraded oil pump, but now I got the 2022 or 21 upgraded oil pump, which has worked perfectly, by the way. I had a something issue about a year and a half ago in Daytona. Everything's working out really good now with the new oil pump. No complaints, perfect. This is a custom air cleaner, their 40th anniversary. So it says Zippers 40th anniversary edition. It's making 153 horsepower, 153 foot-pounds of torque at the rear wheel. It's a big jump up from the 77 horsepower and 103 foot-pounds of torque that I had when I first started. And then I went to the Zippers Sleeper Kit, was 130 horsepower and 150 foot-pounds of torque. When I went up again and got the upgraded heads and some other work done to it, the bigger throttle body and bigger injectors, making a lot more horsepower. The clutch has been upgraded. The clutch basket has been upgraded. I have a Bandit Machine Works clutch in there. I have an Evolution Industries basket in there. When you're making this much power, you need to keep the motorcycle cool. So underneath here, down there, is a Thunder Max oil cooler, keeping everything nice and cool. Because even though it's keeping everything nice and cool, when you're down to traffic in Daytona, you don't want to be sitting there idling. You got to keep these motorcycles in some air. Any V-twin motorcycle that's not liquid cooled, you got to keep them moving. I don't care if you got what you have on it, you should keep it moving. And also, if we're talking about airflow, right here, this is a K&N filter right here. That's just a custom cover, but that's a K&N filter. I have upgraded plugs, upgraded ignition pack, a fueling oil cap with the vent. You see that? Fueling oil cap with the vent. Exhaust is the Chromeworks Dominator 2 and the 1 and the 2. And they come out 4.5. Full exhaust system, no cats in them at all. It flows really good. I can't say enough about the Chromeworks. My new build, you may be seeing this video by the time my new build comes out. I don't know how soon I'm gonna get this out. Has Chromeworks on it, and they sound good too. The Thunder Max under the seat, it has an Ames master cylinder, slave master cylinder. In order to make the clutch pull a lot easier, the clutch pull, even with that, is a bear. Without it, you couldn't even do it. Seriously. And the Bandit Machine Works clutch, I've had nothing but good things out of that clutch. I was introduced to Bandit Machine Works from Zippers Performance, so if you want to know more about Bandit Machine Works, call the guys at Zippers Performance. They can take care of you with that. The counterbalancer is gone. Threw that out. No more counterbalancer. That extra weight, when you deleted that, it revs faster when you're not having that big old counterbalancer swinging around. I'll say it, that's why that 124 will outrun most 131s. You have to have a whole lot of work done to your 131 to outrun that 124 right there. It has the dark horse crank in it. I just had some work done to the compensator too, so all that stuff is upgraded. And it is still belt drive. Let me show you. You see the belt? It's not chain drive. I've launched it really hard a couple times. Haven't had any issue with the belt breaking. Haven't had any issue with the transmission. Still a stock transmission. Oh, by the way, just to tell you about the ceramic coating on the motor, it keeps all the heat inside the piston, the cylinder walls, and doesn't allow the heat to get under the piston in your bottom end of your motor. And the coating on the side of the pistons, it just creates less friction. Yeah, that's the motor. I'm completely happy with it. Been cross country on this motor right here. This motor cross country. I've been red light to red light with folks on it. It's a reliable motor, powerful, fun, and wouldn't hesitate to ride from here to California on it right now. While I'm looking at this, that's the seat. That is my daddy long leg seat, LaPera kick flip seat. Now, the seat lifts you up 2 inches, pushes you back 2 inches. And when you're 6'6", you need to be pushed back as far as you can. The seat made a huge difference. It was a game changer in riding this motorcycle. Another game changer in riding this motorcycle is this, and you guys ask about it all the time. The bars. KST 6-band kickers. Now, they're 10s, 10-inch bars. Look at them. They're not above the fairing, right? Well, they might be slightly above the fairing. But on cold days, you do not want your hands above the fairing. Keeps your hands a lot warmer being below the fairing. And I didn't have to have any extended cables or anything like that. 10-inch bars. Think about this. The mirrors go right here. The grip is right here. It is right in line with the stock mirror. Available from KST, drop-down mirror brackets. At first, I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I was like, ah, that's ugly. But I've had it on there so long, it just makes sense now. It just looks right now. I don't like mirrors up here. A Street Glide Standard does not have a blacked out inner fairing. The inner fairing looks like that. If you can see that, that's like not shiny black. Well, the guys at the Fairing Exchange, Paul, shout out to Paul, Fairing Exchange. Look at this, blacked out inner fairing, color match inner fairing. So if my bike was red, it could be red. My bike was blue, it would be blue. But my bike is black, and there it is. It's looking real cool. Now, I did opt for the full screen because you could get a Street Glide with the full screen and a Street Glide without the full screen. I did get the full screen. I did want that. So at this point, the motorcycle, it was 23, I think it was 23.5 for a new Street Glide at that time with the touchscreen. So yeah, I did that. Now, these speaker grills, they didn't come on a standard either. They had like some little mesh speaker grills that wasn't all that great. But when I changed out the inner fairing, put the speaker grills in there, the Harley-Davidson speaker grills. So you can tell it's not a special because that's chrome instead of black. The Clockworks windshield. Shout out to Brian Clock. Every time I go to a rally, I always talk to Brian Clock. Cool guy. Him and his son Cargo and Vanessa, his family, everybody's cool from Clockworks. Shout out to them. So this is the Clockworks windshield right here. It is completely blacked out. You cannot see through it. Can't see through it. Right here, the way that it curves back actually creates a downforce on the front wheel to help you stay more stable on the road. That's Clockworks windshield, all blacked out. Very, very low profile windshield. And you're gonna ask, do I still feel air? A little bit. I feel air about right here in my helmet, right here. If I went the next size up, I wouldn't feel any air, but you can see right here, you can see how it turns up. It has a little lip that turns up. Oh, and if you want to know what that is, that's where a GoPro can go. Shout out to Rick Rack. Got this little GoPro mount. If I want to put it on the GoPro right there to give you a different view. All blacked out forks. These were not blacked out. They looked aluminum. And then I had these blacked out. And then the same day that I had them blacked out, I got the Olean's cartridges put in here. You see the sticker right there? Olean's technology inside. So the blacked out forks with the Olean's. On the front, the wheels that came on the bike, it was a 19 that came on the bike and 16. I switched it from a 1916 to a 21 and 18. I still got the stock rotors. They're a little wavy right now. It's time to replace the rotors. A little warped, I guess you'd say. And plus, it would look good if I had some better rotors. I will not waste my money with chrome rotors because they don't last long. Find you some rotors that you like. Chrome rotors are only gonna look good for a short period of time and it's not worth the money. I also changed out the skirt. If I got the black here, you have to have the black here. That's the black skirt. And the skirt is actually peeling. I got that from Harley-Davidson, it's peeling. And I have a new one at the house, but I haven't changed it yet, so I'll be putting that on there soon. You see those? Those are lowers. I got those lowers off of Amazon. And the reason why I got those lowers is because first, I like the way lowers look. Second, I was on my way to California on this motorcycle and I wanted the maximum amount of space. And these lowers has storage in them. I can put my stuff, I can put my phone in, put my wallet in it, put keys in it. When you're going through the tow booth, you can hand them your money right there, easier to access. That was like one of the first modifications. The second modification, well, maybe it was the same day, I put on the stretch bags. These bags, been holding up for what? Since 19, it's 22 now, right? 4 years, lowers and the bags. Yes, both of them came from Amazon. And I got a tour pack, which I don't have it on there now. All of them came from Amazon. And I will put a link in the description below that if you want some lowers on your bike and you want some stretch bags on your bike and you want a tour pack because you don't use a tour pack all the time, get this tour pack. This tour pack will save you a ton of money. My cousin got the same thing and he had his paint guy painted to match his bike because he has a Merlot red road glide. But if you bought a street glide or any bike, if you bought a bike in vivid black, they already come painted. You don't have to paint it. More reasons to buy a black bike. That's the 5-inch drop bags. They made a 4.5, but that's actually the 5-inch drop bags. I told you about the O-rings in the front, so let's talk about the O-rings in the back. Can you see them? There you go. O-rings right there. So that lifted up the whole bike 2 inches in the back. So it's actually 13 inches now. The Street Glide had the slant where the front was like this and the back was squatted down. Now the bike is level like that. It lifts it up. Hey, I can lift it up even more because I'm tall. And, but it changed the whole way it rolled. It really turns in good. I say if you have a Street Glide and you're interested in having it perform the best that you can, lift it up. Lift it up and make the bike level. Put you some Öhlins cartridges on it. I'm not gonna say it, the other brand. I was at the Harley shop the other day and someone said this customer had the other brand on his motorcycle after having stock. He said the other brand is so much better than stock. It was crazy. But then he said he wanted Öhlins. And he said when he put Öhlins on his bike, it was so much better than that other brand. He said no comparison at all. Let's go back to the bars. These grips right here, Avon grips. Those grips are so good, so comfortable. On my next bike, I'll put the Avon heated grips on there, but those things are so comfortable. I am not changing out those grips, and I don't know what they're called. I couldn't tell you what they're called. Let me turn the bike on. Check that out. Custom Dynamics headlight in the front. It's adaptive. Lean one way, lean the other. It's completely adaptive. You got the Custom Dynamic turn signals right there. No more reflector. Custom Dynamics turn signal. Lower fairing insert right here. Custom Dynamic. Custom Dynamic latch lights right here. Custom Dynamic bag lights. Custom Dynamic plugs. Custom Dynamic license plate. Custom Dynamic tri-bar. So it's completely surrounded in Custom Dynamics. Here's the blinker. That's what it looks like. Right there. And these are sequential. Oh, I skipped these. I forgot these all together. But look at those. So these are sequential right here. Check those out. And last but not least, the music. I got Hertz 6x9s in the lids, Hertz here, and a Hertz amp underneath. The actual lids to these bags, when I had the speakers installed, he also installed these lids. When I was on my cross-country road trip with me and Leonard, it rained a lot and I got water in my bag. He has a solution where he can actually fix that. Guys, I haven't been out there yet to let him fix it. I did everything on a motorcycle. Let's do the helmet.
All right, helmet. Cena 50S. GoPro Hero 9.
Love my Arai helmets. That is the third Arai helmet that I had. All right, so with that being said, let's hear the radio. And you can only hear it for a second because I don't want any copyright. All right, let's go.
Yeah. It's gonna be alright. I know it's gonna be alright. Listen, let the wind. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
It's really loud. It sounds good. The only thing about it that I'm missing is a little bit of bass. I would like to have some bass. If I would decided to get rid of my storage and my lowers right there, then I would do that. But hey, I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna end this video here, and I want to thank everybody for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. Don't forget to check out all of the links in the description below. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep gliding. As always, have a blessed day.